Love is the most sought after human experience. So when you love someone, you expect to be loved in return. But that is not always the case. Sometimes the love is not reciprocated. There's a difference between I like you and I love you. According to Buddha, when you like a flower, you just pluck it. But when you love a flower, you water it daily. Love should never be one-sided. Nobody is doing the other a favor. Love is not just what you say. Love is a verb. Love is an action word. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to Amazing Grace with Bosse. My name is Bosse Ojubo. I'm a woman passionate about people living their best life. My goal is to ensure that everybody, especially women, live a fulfilling, peaceful, happy, and prosperous life on all fronts. I got a message from a subscriber, and she wanted to know how to manage unreciprocated love. There are different types of unreciprocated and unrequited love. There's the one when the person does not even know that you're in love with them in the first place. But what we're going to focus on today is the one-sided love when you are in a relationship. A lot of people are dealing with unreciprocated love, and the truth is that unreciprocated love does not know class, gender, status, or beauty, or even race. Anybody can be in that one-sided type of relationship where you are the one doing all the loving and all the caring, and the other person does not care at all. Love is an amorphous subject with the most diverse interpretation. When you say something is amorphous, what do you mean? It means it does not have a clearly defined shape or form. It is shapeless and formless and has no real pattern or structure. And that is because people perceive and interpret love differently. And quite often, some people interpret love to suit themselves and their selfish interests. No doubt that acts of love are diverse as the lovers who exchange them. Having said that, I want to also say that structure or not, love has some basic ingredients. It must be there for you to call it love, and it includes respect, trust, friendship, kindness, empathy, fairness, intimacy, commitment, security, and loyalty. You can't claim to love somebody and you're mean, unkind, and plotting and stabbing them in the back. That's not how love works. So, ask yourself, the love that you're giving to your partner, is it kind? Is it fair? Or is it selfish? The love you're given, is it a type of love you would like to receive? Take a minute to think about it. Examine yourself. Examine your conscience and answer truthfully. The average African woman has been culturally raised, conditioned, programmed, and wired to accept less than she deserves. Yes. Less than what God has called her to be. The society expects that whatever she gets in a relationship, good, bad or ugly, and even if her life is at stake, she's supposed to accept it, persevere, endure, and manage it, even if the partner is a demon. Women have been raised to believe that long suffering in a relationship is a virtue. It means you are a good woman. You are strong. Foul. That is a lie from the pits of hell. Meaning that when you suffer in a relationship, when you are abused emotionally, psychologically, physically, when you're devalued, be it by a boyfriend or a husband, it's okay. You are supposed to take it without complaint and accept all the nonsense, rubbish, and jangbajantis, as we say it. What you're likely to hear in such circumstances is people saying, oh, Mrs. Akburuka is a very good woman, very nice, very patient, and very respectful, God-fearing, very understanding. She does not nag her husband at all. She gives her husband peace of mind. When you hear a man praising another man's wife like that, or praising his wife like that, sometimes, not all the time, there's abuse. Look well. The woman sometimes is oppressed. She may just be in bondage. It's likely that the woman is suffering and smiling because that's what society expects from women. The question is, why should a partner or spouse do things that will make their spouse miserable? Is marriage or a relationship an endurance camp? Or is it a detention or oppression camp? When love is not reciprocated, it is a form of rejection, and rejection of any kind activates pain and it hurts. People whose hearts have been broken will tell you that it is excruciating. The pain of rejection has been compared to the pain of childbirth. That's how the brain processes it. So, how do you manage unreciprocated love? Loving someone who doesn't respect you and doesn't love you back. How do you protect yourself, preserve your mental health, and stay alive? It's time to unlearn the rubbish you have been taught that it's okay to die in a relationship. There's no relationship in heaven or hell. It's every man for himself. That is why some wives will go to hell and some husbands will go to heaven and vice versa. Love no be by force. It's by choice. Know it and know peace. So, if the person does not love you and does not choose you, choose yourself. Do a small pity party. Ask God, why me? Cry and cry and cry until there are no more tears in your eyes. Wipe your eyes, and shake your head if you want to. Deal with it and move on. It's your call whether to move on mentally, emotionally or physically. And that choice should depend on your particular situation and your capacity to deal. No two situations are the same. You cannot copy and paste somebody else's life into your life. You cannot do that. It's a wrap. That's how we end the show for today. I will share some suggestions on how to manage unreciprocated love in part 2. Stay tuned and make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Amazing Grace with Bosse. Bye-bye.